Hello, good evening. My name is Mary, and welcome to day number 45 with the title God Helps Win a Battle. While the Israelites were journeying through the desert, they had great problems finding water. Between the wells of Elim and Mount Sinai, they found no streams or springs. Their sheep and men suffered from thirst. Their little children cried for water. The people came to Moses in great anger, saying, "Give us water, or we shall die. Why have you brought us up from Egypt to kill us here in the desert?" So Moses called on God and said, "Lord, what shall I do to this people? They are almost ready to stone me in their anger. How can I give them water?" God told Moses what to do, and he did it. He brought the people together before a great rock and hit the rock with his rod. Out of the rock came forth a stream of water, which ran like a little river through the camp and gave them plenty of water for themselves and their flocks. While they were in camp around this rock at Rephidim, the wild people who had their homes in the desert, the Amalekites made sudden war on the Israelites. They came down on them from the mountains while they were weary with marching and killed some of the Israelites. Moses called out his people who were fit for war and made a young man named Joshua their leader. And they fought a battle with the Amalekites. While they were fighting, Moses stood on a rock where everyone could see. I'm gonna show you Moses right here. It says, "Water came forth from the rock." That was the picture. So while they were fighting, Moses stood on a rock where everyone could see him and asked God to help his people. His hands stretched out toward heaven. While Moses' hands were reaching upward, the Israelites were strong and drove back the enemy. But when Moses' arms fell down, then the enemy drove back the men of Israel. So Aaron, Moses' brother, and Hur, who is thought to have been Moses' brother-in-law, the husband of his sister Miriam, stood beside Moses and held up his hands until the Israelites won the victory and overcame the men of Amalek. Amalek. Excuse me if I make any mistakes spelling some words, as I'm challenging myself by reading the Bible in English. I'm used to read it in Arabic, my first language. Anyway, that was the word of the Lord. Thank you for listening. And now I'll be sharing with you the questions. Discussion questions. Number 1. Why did the people become angry with Moses? Number 2. Do you think Moses felt afraid? How do you know? That was the rest of question number 2. Number 3, how did God solve Moses' problem? Number 4, who was Joshua? Number 5, what did Moses do during the battle? And now we come to the end of our day number 45. Thank you for listening and being with me. May God bless you all. Have a good day. Bye now.